Hello guys and welcome. Coffee Stain just released a teaser trailer for Update 8 showing off something new. So I thought we should break it down because there's actually quite a bit to talk about. Let's jump into it. And here we are. So this is the trailer. Obviously the first thing that we're being shown is, well, you're about to see, it's the pylons, which I think is going to be a fantastic addition to the game because it's going to allow us, I think, to transport, by the looks of it, power over longer distances without having to spam down power poles. And it looks pretty cool as well. One thing I'm a little bit concerned about is if they will get rid of power that's transported via trains because of this, but I'm not sure. I don't think that's going to be the case. One thing we should point out just here really quickly, we have 3 power connectors to each pylon, and another thing to point out, I'm not sure why we have 2 lines going along, whether that's just for aesthetics or if they're used slightly differently, for example connecting to different factories. I'm not sure. I don't really see the point in that other than aesthetics. But from my understanding, and I'll show this to you in a moment when we cut over to the power plant, which is just around the corner here, you'll see that this is connecting both to this factory and there's also a section where it connects with the power plant as well. One thing I should mention here really quickly is you can see in the bottom section that there's no obelisk on the gas rock. I don't think that's teasing anything. I think that's just something that was misplaced, or maybe it's a red herring. I don't think we're going to be able to destroy rocks with no obelisk, as cool as that would be. In fact, if I'm honest, I think eventually there's going to be some kind of use for them as a resource. They have confirmed in the past that there are more gases coming. We just haven't heard anything since the gases release. But let's carry on with this. One thing to bear in mind here, and something I should bring up now, is this here, this kind of multicolored section on the beams. I think that's a rendering issue. The other thing is this golden globe ball sphere thing. I think that is a Unreal asset. I do not think that's hinting at golf in game, as some of you have sent me messages on Discord saying. I think it is just an Unreal asset that's been left in. But you can see just above here that there's a line going into this power power pylon even, which I presume is connecting to the factory. Oh yeah, this pylon is different to the others. If we just flip back really quickly, you can see how this is a straight pylon. There's nothing added to it. Here you can see that there's a walkway around it, and this is something we're going to see closer up later on. I don't know if it's a different pylon or whether it's just a new catwalk that we're going to have available to us, which is pretty cool. I like the idea of having catwalks without borders, so that we can add the little fences as we want. This is obviously a coal power plant. There is a load of, well, there are a load of batteries along here, or like power storage. We have a little switch here, and this is the big thing. I am pretty certain this is hinting at logic, and we've spoken about this many times before, but we'll see another clip of it in a moment. And I'll break down what this does from my understanding based on this video as well. So this, we can tell that either they've released a new switch, which is, in my opinion, this is the priority power switch that they leaked back in, I think it was update 4. But I think this suggests that we've got logic incoming. I do say that this is a priority power switch because it does look different to the one that we currently have in game. And you can see the difference is that it has an overlay in terms of the screens that it has on it, and it's showing some stuff. So I'm pretty certain this is a priority power switch unless they've chosen to rename it. and we'll see it in action in a moment. This here is the catwalk that I think you can add to it, to these pylons. Similarly to how you can add the catwalk to the top of constructors at the moment or other various buildables. So I believe this is a new catwalk that is available to us. Have a corner piece and a straight piece. Pretty sure it's that, unless it's a different tier of pylon. I didn't see how the character got on here. Is that a ladder? I think that might be a ladder. If we squint really hard, there may be a ladder there. So perhaps it is its own tier. But anyway, the important thing here is we have two factories here. This section here, looking at the bottom, it looks like these are the pillar frames, but they're really wide. Here, we're going to see the power cut out. This is really important because if we look over on the left, you can see that the power banks are still running and they're about to turn off. There we go. And now they've started charging. Let's quickly go back to this shot of the switch. How I think it works is that everything that's connected to the main circuit of this switch, so let's say circuit A, because we have A and B on the switch, will remain powered from items that are currently being run on this circuit. So if you have a power plant here, anything like your extractors or your miners that are connected to this circuit are going to stay on. And the power is kind of overflown, a bit like you would with a smart splitter, or the excess power at least, to the next factory along, which is on the B circuit. And that way, if the power goes past its limit, what's going to happen is that the factories that are on circuit B are now going to shut down, but circuit A is going to continue running. I don't know if we're going to be able to partner these or chain these with multiple switches to create various prioritized circuits, but this is what it suggests to me. Do let me know what you think in the comments below. But that is what I'm thinking this in, which definitely suggests that logic is coming to the game. Finally, after all this time, me saying that it's coming, it looks like it actually is. But I think that's everything to talk about in this video. Guys, if you did like my little breakdown of this, then please do hit the thumbs up. And obviously, if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Special thanks does go to all of our amazing supporters, most notably our Solarclipse patrons, James Owen, Firefless, and Trebor, as well as our Lunars, the Calamity, Ben, Star, Shoku, the MN Wolf, and that Dude AW, as well as our Blood Moon of the day, which today is the Souchant Husky. Until next time, as always, ciao for now.